If you're looking to replace Jared Goff as your starting quarterback, you might want to keep looking.
Did you realize that you were a champion in their eyes?
Hello everyone, my name is Derek and welcome to the Gridiron Blitz. On this channel we do predominantly Detroit Lions content with some college NFL live streams as well. So make sure once you subscribe, you just don't even ring the bell. That way you'll get personalized notifications. Unless you want to, then that's always appreciated. The Detroit Lions starting quarterback currently after halfway through the 2021 season is former LA Ram quarterback Jared Goff. And Jared Goff is everything that Sean McVay made him out to be. I believe that Jared Goff needs the perfect system to be even a good quarterback. And we've seen kind of Dan Campbell on the fence about Jared Goff. And after that loss to the Bengals, it seemed like that they were going to yank him out, you know, if he didn't maybe win against the Rams and win against the Eagles. Well, neither one of those things happened. Got completely decimated during the Eagles game and had their biggest shutout blowout. Almost a shutout. Biggest blowout of the season, losing 44-6 to the Philadelphia Eagles, a team that many of us thought that we could beat because they're not that good and they played an even worse team. But after that conference, that press conference after that loss to the Eagles, it seemed like Dan Campbell's faith in Jared Goff had been restored. He took a lot of the blame for the situations that Jared Goff was in, and he feels like we need to do more to help out Jared Goff. Now, with that being said, we're going to transition into today's college game. We got Liberty and Ole Miss, Matt Corral and Malik Willis. The first two quarterbacks taken off the board most likely in this upcoming draft. It's just a matter of where they're going to go. After today's game, I got to say, Matt is probably the first quarterback off the board. Now, here's the kicker. Halfway through the NFL season, the Detroit Lions are on their bye week, 0-8. And there was not a single Detroit Lions representative, at least reported anyway, in attendance at that game. Now, this information comes from Nick Suss on Twitter. I had seen it before, but making this video, this was the only tweet that I can find. Here are the teams that were in attendance to watch Malik Willis and Matt Corral. You had Denver, Washington, Philadelphia, Dallas, the Colts, the Falcons, Houston Texans, Pittsburgh Steelers, Arizona Cardinals, New England Patriots, Carolina Panthers, Tampa Bay Buccaneers, Tennessee Titans, Seattle Seahawks, Buffalo, and New Orleans. A lot of the teams on this list have starting quarterbacks who are doing just fine. You've got Russell Wilson, Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Tom Brady wants to play till he's 50, and so on and so forth. At the same time, you have teams that are in desperate need of a quarterback. Matt Ryan is going to need to be replaced. So does that mean that the Detroit Lions are not going to draft Malik Willis with their first overall pick right now, currently sitting at number 1? I'm going to say, just like these quarterbacks, just like these teams who have solid starting quarterbacks were there, and they're still scouting for these two gentlemen, which are projected to be the numbers 1 and 2 quarterbacks taken off the board. It's safe to say that those teams don't need a starting quarterback. Potentially, they're maybe grooming a successor. So that doesn't mean that the Detroit Lions are not going to draft one of these two gentlemen. However, I have a strong belief that if the Detroit Lions stay at number 1, they will not take a quarterback first overall. A lot of people don't think that the quarterback talent in this NFL draft is worthy of a first overall pick, and that's currently what the Detroit Lions have. If I had to use my gut, which has failed me before, I think that the Detroit Lions are going to take Kayvon Thibodeau, the projected number 1 overall pick in this year's draft. Me personally, I would love if we start winning a couple games, take maybe Aiden Hutchinson out of Michigan with that first round pick, picking at 4, maybe 5 or 6, and we could take him then. I mean, either way, we're going to get a top-notch edge rusher if that's the way they're going to go. So leave it in the comments below. Does this make you think that the Detroit Lions are not going to take a quarterback with that first overall pick currently, or even their first round pick? Me personally, I would rather them take somebody in the 3rd, 4th round, absolute lowest that I would go for a quarterback. That quarterback would then sit behind Jared Goff and really kind of learn, not necessarily from Jared Goff, but kind of learn from being in the NFL and the speed of the game and stuff like that. Maybe even incorporate in like they're doing in San Francisco with Trey Lance. So I don't know, but I have a strong belief that the Detroit Lions will not take a quarterback, especially if they pick in the top 3. If they pick beyond that, they probably will be. But there's no doubt that we do need a quarterback Somebody's going to have to replace Jared Goff eventually, whether he's on this team 2 years from now or not. We are going to need a quarterback. My guess is that the Detroit Lions, if they don't take a third or fourth round quarterback, they're going to take a quarterback with next year's draft. Don't forget, we have 2 first-round picks next year as well. So that doesn't even mean we have to take one with the early first round. We can take one late in the first round. So we'll see. A lot of times the quarterbacks fly off the board in the top 15, 20. By the time you get, you might have to get somebody like Lamar Jackson, something like that. So you can get a guy late in the first round, early second round. Lamar Jackson was the last pick of the first round back when he was drafted. So leave it in the comments below. How do you feel? 1, do you want them to take a quarterback? 2, do you think they will? Leave either answer in the comments below. My name is Derek. This is the Gridiron Blitz. Enjoy the Lions bye week, even though a lot of people have the bye week winning 35, Detroit Lions 3. That's how you can tell that our team is absolutely atrocious. You guys enjoy the weekend, and I'll see you in the next video.